U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers are preparing and assembling medical kits to be sent to Haiti. Tzu Chi Canada chapter provides school supplies to low-income families and subsidy to a welfare organization. Welcome to the Headlines. I'm Jenny Lee. Thank you for joining us. Last week, Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters dispatched an earthquake relief team to Haiti, and now they're preparing to deliver medical kits. Originally, 10,000 packs were to be sent from Dominican Republic, but was canceled due to transportation and safety concerns. U.S. Tzu Chi volunteers have taken on the task to purchase and assemble the kits, hoping to deliver them as soon as possible.
Volunteers work in teams of 4 people to pack masks and gloves, which will be transported to Haiti.
The 10,000 medicine packs from Dominican Republic have been cancelled due to transportation and safety concerns, so Tzu Chi headquarters has taken on the task.
Tzu Chi U.S. headquarters have purchased medication through the internet as well as shopping malls. Fortunately, kind-hearted people have also helped out. The blue medicine bags are donated by Chinese businessmen.
Its material and shape is very suitable, so we use these bags to make medicine packs.
During the Labor Day weekend, volunteers have been mobilized. In less than 2 hours, nearly 60 volunteers have come to help out.
If our help is needed, we will come.
If we hurry and complete the task, they can quickly transport the supplies to Haiti for people in need.
I really feel for them. Everyone is willing to come help out when there is a chance. Although there is the pandemic, people still came quickly.
At the Orange County Liaison Office, Tzu Chis and community volunteers have also come to help out. Everyone works with one heart and mind to finish packing the medicine packs in the shortest time.
Many people with allergies experience itchy eyes in autumn and often feel the need to rub their eyes. Chinese medicine doctors suggest people not to rub the eyes since it could lead to potential infections. Normally, allergic reactions can resolve within a day or 2, but if it persists, it is advised to massage pressure points near the eye to increase blood circulation and relieve allergic reactions.
As autumn arrives, temperatures cool down as many people with allergies will have itchy eyes. With itchy eyes, one feels the urge to rub the eye.
I use the arm or the back of my hands to rub my eye. I won't use my hands because we use hands to touch things. It is a place likely to have bacteria. But actually, I do not know what to do.
When your eyes itch, don't rub it, because when you rub it, it breaks the cornea. After it breaks, it takes time to heal. Once it heals, it will be bendy and curvy. This causes astigmatism.
Chinese medicine doctors suggest that when one feels itchy in the eye, they can apply pressure to the Qingming pressure point, blink several times, and allow the tears to wash off the dust, which is the source of allergy. Besides utilizing pressure points, Chinese medicine can also help people with allergies.
On the topic of adjusting Chinese medicine, if you have qi deficiency, you can use medicine that will replenish your qi. If you have excess qi, you cannot use qi replenishing medicine. If you have to consume medicine that cools down the blood, so if you have allergies, it is most often associated with your physique.
Besides pressuring points at Qingming, one may also apply pressure to points at Zhuanzhu, Yuyao, and Shizhukong. By utilizing pressure points, one may relieve the uncomfortable feelings while protecting the cornea.
In facing the seriousness of the pandemic, frontline healthcare workers remain stalwart at their posts, not forgetting their initial aspirations. In Hualien Tzu Chi Medical Center's COVID ward, a nursing staff found out that a patient is celebrating her birthday and helped to make it a little bit sweeter by celebrating it with her.
The first time we helped a patient celebrate her birthday happened to be a young confirmed patient. She happened to have a birthday during her time in the hospital.
A nurse asked me this patient's co-worker wanted to deliver something to the hospital to give to the patient, and when they arrived, we saw it was a bouquet of flowers. That's when we realized it was the patient's birthday. This particular patient would spend each birthday with her family or friends, and due to the pandemic and in isolation, she was alone. How can we help her and make her feel not so alone on her birthday? So we invited a few nurses and administrative staff to sign a card and make a short video for her birthday.
他写了一张生日贺卡跟录制简短的生日影片。
好，我们是257专责病房医护人员，祝你26岁生日快乐！祝你生日快乐！祝你生日快乐！
然后他其实当下反应。
She was very surprised and said we were really thoughtful to have remembered her birthday and celebrated it with her. Then I realized our gestures like that can make the patient feel such warmth.
让病人感受到大大的温暖。
那想不到那个病人之后回馈，然后包含他出院了。
Later on, that patient gave us feedback. When we visited her at home for follow-up, she said, besides the prescribed medical care, when there's an added care, added empathy or hug to the patients, it feels like they are reborn. Many of the nursing staff came to realize that they not only need to take care of the patient's medical needs, but also their spiritual needs.
生理的疾病，他们要照顾的是他这个人的心理。
其实最大的挑战跟压力。
Actually, the biggest challenge and pressure besides taking care of the patient is the possibility of infecting my family if I am accidentally infected by COVID. This is something frontline healthcare workers worry about, especially if we have young kids at home.
加上我们又在家里又有年幼的子女。
妈咪，你要小心哦，要早一点回来哦，我好想你。
我有2个小孩，然后小孩其实还蛮小的。那其实我女儿就会。
I have 2 children, 2 younger children. My daughter, when I leave, will say to me, "Mom, be careful. I hope I can go home safely after taking care of the dedicated wards."
希望我在负责这个病房的时候，我还是可以很平安的回家。这样。
我父母他们住在南投，疫情爆发的时候，又知道我在。
My parents live in Nantou. When the virus broke out and they knew I was in charge of the dedicated wards, they called me to remind me to be careful. I have kept their worries and reminders in my heart. Honestly, the stress is always there, but when we have the support of our family and the support of the hospital supervisors, or even the support of the general public, it all serves as encouragement for us to continue on.
外的民众的一些鼓励，都是我们能够继续坚持下去的一个勇气。
Tzu Chi Canada chapter donated backpacks and back-to-school items to 248 low-income families from the Vancouver YWCA. They also provided subsidy to a social welfare childcare center for daily necessities. Here's the news.
In the packaging area, there are 3 sets of backpacks and stationery, which are suitable for all the students from kindergarten to high school.
I'd like to say thank you to Tzu Chi Foundation for the backpacks that got donated to Fracture.
This piece of help is wonderful to be able to help the families take one less stress to everything for back to school.
To help disadvantaged families, Tzu Chi also provide a nutrition subsidy to the social welfare childcare center in the same building so that they can buy nutritious ingredients to enhance the nutrition of children.
Okay, thank you.
The Perth College Youth Camp in Australia was suspended 3 times since 2017. This year is the 15th time that it was held. Tzu Chis and volunteers carefully planned a fun and meaningful program with the hopes of impacting society.
时间有限 ，Amazing Race 来了，快点！
These students are breaking barriers in the simulated activity, which awakens their awareness of recycling.
I found out what we can do for environmental protection. In fact, we can do a lot of small things, like don't waste food and pay attention to how much water we use and what we buy. If we pay attention and don't waste money on these things, we can do our part for environmental protection, and everyone is responsible.
In addition to self-love, we must also know how to love others. 19 students and 50 staff members joined the camp. One mother with a youthful vigor played alongside these students.
When Auntie put a scalp on me like this, it was really heartwarming. This camp taught me I want to pass on this warmth. When you see someone, you have to treat him like family.
The Perth College Youth Camp was suspended 3 times due to the lack of manpower and the pandemic. The 15th session is finally complete, and the theme of the camp is now. Everyone is looking forward to working together for the greater good of society.
Today, we take you to meet these 2 young people promoting vegetarianism. They share delicious vegetarian food through social media platform. Their message may include pictures when dining in a restaurant or the products made by small farmers. Let's take a look.
Hi, 大家好，今天够veg了吗？少数 veg 化，一起煮起来。
Hello everyone, I'm Li Peiyun.
I'm Luo Yiting.
We are from Tzu Chi University. After becoming vegetarian, my desires have been reduced and it is easier to be satisfied.
Being a vegetarian has a very good effect on the body, the environment, or the mind. I hope you can try it too.
I started to be a vegetarian after joining the broadcast. This is because I felt that to promote vegetarianism, I had to believe it in my heart. When I used to eat meat, I would easily want to go to all-you-can-eat or barbecue restaurants. This can make you easily feel uncomfortable. But after being a vegetarian, I felt I just needed to eat enough. Even if it's just simple food, I feel very satisfied.
Like during the graduation trip, I couldn't dine with everyone. I even couldn't go to McDonald's with everyone after class. We couldn't eat together. I would just feel like why I'm different from others. This challenged my beliefs. But then, when I went back to think about it, even if I'm satisfied, I didn't feel good about it. It was until middle school and I realized the importance of being a vegetarian. Then I really hope that I can have a vegetarian diet forever.
这是我们的脸书粉丝专页，然后叫做吃播用肚子翻梗素的花莲。3月7号。
Because of the pandemic, I wanted to start using this platform to promote vegetarianism to others. Some students also said that I often post a lot of pictures of vegetarian dishes on social networking sites. They would ask me where it is. They would like to try it.
Some friends might really like animals, so I would talk to them. If you love animals so much, don't you find that eating them like this is actually very bad? There are also friends who are more health conscious. I will show them some videos about being vegetarian and being healthy. Actually, as long as you do something well first, others will like to learn from you.
人的一生守口最难，改变习惯并不简单，诚心发愿一定有力量。
At that time, I wanted to know why someone can be so selfless and suddenly visit your home with such warmth and compassion. So I also hope to pass on this love to more strangers. If you become a vegetarian, you will reduce carbon. If you reduce carbon, Mother Earth will not feel so much pain. It also reduces harm to animals and shows love to animals.
谋杀生众生，万物皆有情。莫让母伤了心，将心来提醒。
I respect others who are not vegetarians. But later I found out that even if I don't have a bad relationship with sentient beings, you may still suffer misfortune like COVID and bird flu, which are related to animals. I found out that the matter of vegetarianism is the consciousness of all humans. Everyone should pay attention to this matter. The earth is the environment for everyone to live together, and we should maintain to it together.
有欢喜，人生放光明，舒适反转新生命。
In Tainan, Tzu Chi volunteers present signature dishes. These dishes are not only tasty, but also contain nutritious values. After community residents had tried Tzu Chi's vegetarian meals, some families adopted the diet. A charity sale was also in place, hoping to promote vegetarianism and pray for the end of the COVID pandemic.
Good smells of food come out from the kitchen. Volunteers are busy making the sishen soup.
I'm stirring job's tears. In the sishen soup, there are ingredients like yam, job's tear, lotus seed, and angelica radix. The food is healthy and protects the stomach. It's really good.
Once volunteers enter the kitchen, they cannot be fearful of heat and weight of items. As newcomers join in the kitchen, they bring vegetarian dishes back home, benefiting their family.
It's not hard to make food, but it is hard to promote vegetarianism. Vegetarian food here isn't like vegetarian food outside, since the food outside has a healthier taste. My family accompanied me in going vegetarian, and they thought the vegetarian food here is quite healthy.
Steamed glutinous rice must have a good natural smell. To achieve this, one must put in time and a secret technique.
Vegetarian minced meat is based on mushrooms, dried tofu. You have to stir-fry oyster mushrooms. It takes about an hour to stir-fry. Chickpea is also very healthy to add in.
As more dishes are made, even the marinated dried tofu dish has an expert working on it.
You have to add crystal sugar, cane sugar, soy sauce, licorice, ginger slice, peanuts, and water.
Sishen soup is our signature dish. We also do charity sales with our steamed glutinous rice. The sister here is good at making dried tofu, so we invited her to join our team.
As talented volunteers gather to make delicious food through wisdom and skill, the 500 servings will be on charity sale, hoping to bring people into vegetarianism.
With the exports of used clothing stopped, what is to be done for thousands of tons of discarded clothing each year? Two particular trends appear. First of all, more shops are selling secondhand clothes via the internet. Secondly, old clothes can be turned into fuel rods for power generation. The EPA is promoting the use of old clothes to replace coal. Let's see the stories of these innovative companies.
I don't know how to deal with old clothing. There are many problems with it, and I want to say that I can solve this problem by myself, which is quite a challenge.
Young people wanting to start a business have dedicated their brains to solving the old clothes problem. Is it possible that they can start a business without capital? Starting from this difficult issue, the 23 team established in 2020 established a website created by students from National Taipei University's Business Administration Department. They turned this course topic into a business plan, which won the Student Group Award at the 5th New Star Entrepreneurship Contest. With a high regard of inspection, secondhand clothes can be considered fashionable and have the highest degree of quality as well as environmentally friendly.
There's a provisional clause that before the clothes are handed over to us, the people must wash them by themselves, and then we'll disinfect them as soon as they come to us.
Introducing a wardrobe collection online is another way to carry out secondhand clothes transactions, which is the concept of this clothes library. Taking promotional photos of clothes and preparing to upload them to the internet is Hong Yujie, the founder of the Clothes Telling. She promotes exchanging clothes instead of buying new items. Due to her humble background, she often borrowed clothes from other roommates when she was studying. So when she was studying in the Department of Social Studies at the National Taiwan University, she initiated a shared wardrobe campaign in her dormitory.
In my female dormitory, I put a physical shared closet. If this shared closet is placed in a dormitory of 400 people, it can save 80 pieces of secondhand clothes discarded in a month.
25-year-old Hong Yujie wanted to expand the size of the clothing library and participate in the entrepreneurial competitions, accumulating more than $60,000 at one time. However, due to the impact of COVID, physical dress changing events cannot be held. Social enterprises are not profitable. Currently, she serves as a mathematics tutor to support her living expenses and adhere to her ideals.
Exchanging clothing instead of buying them and taking it online as a shared wardrobe can continue the successful experience of physical shared wardrobe and make changing clothes a part of everyone's life.
Waiting for people to take old clothes away and accumulating customer groups and spreading the message has indeed inspired some users in a short period of time.
The group of people who we targeted at the beginning are female college students between 18 and 25 years old. What is the data of this group of people? They buy about 7.8 pieces of clothes every month. At the same time, their acceptance of secondhand clothes is very high. We conducted a questionnaire survey on 500 female college students, and their acceptance of secondhand clothes was as high as 73%.
For the first time, Hong Yujie had a clear goal, similarly to find a way for old clothes to have new value, which was aided by technology. A technology company in the south of Taiwan has successfully turned old clothes into fuel rods.
We made SRF after pressurization with our surface slightly carbonized. This means it is not easy for water to enter. And without water, there will be no mold and other problems.
Old clothes are crushed by machine and finally compressed into SRF fuel rods. On average, a machine has an output value of 1.2 tons per day. The newly produced fuel rods feel warm to the touch. Although light in weight, they are a kind of renewable energy.
Our thermal mass is tested by SGS. The thermal mass we find is probably between 5,000 and 5,500. We will make it almost like coal for boilers, cement kiln, in a paper mill or textile factory. It can also replace solid fuel in a steam electricity cogeneration plant.
We make the fuel more dense so that it can burn completely. In fact, this also helps reduce black smoke and the problem of secondary pollution, which can be kept to a minimum.
Old clothes have become green gold as the price of SRF is only half that of coal. This is the first green energy company in Taiwan to obtain SRF certification. Established for less than 2 years, and its core members have doctoral degrees with the ability of supplying fuel rods of different hardness and size according to customer needs.
Our part is due to EPA headaches at the time. The second is Taiwan has always neglected textile waste. No one does anything to this textile waste, as we thought it was a business opportunity.
SRF is still in the early promotion stage in Taiwan. The industry says that Taiwan discards about 5,000 tons of used clothes every month. Now that the technology is in place, we can turn discarded clothes into power generation and fuel, creating yet another opportunity for used clothes recycling.
In Kaohsiung, a breakfast vendor has been encouraging teenagers to study hard by giving out free egg crate to students who ranked the top 3 in class. A student painted this memory of her teen life and gave it to the vendor before going to an art college. Here's the footage. Thank you for watching.